Hi, this is Rosa Taylor with Three Angels Health Ministry. You are watching Prosper TV. Okay, these are the Oat Burgers. This is the when they're completed, when they're heated, cooked in the oven. The Oat Burgers are, now you can put it on a cookie sheet and heat them up for somebody. Oat Burgers is an excellent substitute for the hamburger, for the meat. Okay, even for meat analog, because of the fact that you make it yourself. And keep in mind that the burgers are going to be just the way you like it. All right? And I have kind of adjusted the recipe. Today we're just going to demonstrate a small amount. We're not going to do the whole recipe. And you've got the recipe in your packet. Sounds good. So we've got the water, and you can be stirring some. And we just put everything in, all the ingredients in. Now, the original recipe does not call for blackstrap molasses. But to give it a tangy, I put the blackstrap molasses and some tomato puree. Okay? And that'll kind of give it a little tanginess.
Tomato yourself?
Huh?
You did it tomato yourself? You pureed it yourself?
No, you can get it in the store in the can. This is Italian season and onion powder, garlic powder. It calls for the chicken-like seasoning. The store-bought chicken-like seasoning, I've found, has so much ingredients that you really don't need. Even the McKay's, and because of the ingredients, then you want to start making your own. And I've got a recipe for you. And it's basically the nutritional yeast flakes, the onion powder and such. And you want to try to make as much natural stuff as you can. The walnut, I crushed up some walnuts. The walnuts is used instead of the oil, so we can kind of do away with as much oil as possible. And then we put in the oats. Might be too much, might add a little more water. Oh yeah. And then we got some chopped onions. Okay. Now you can make your oat burgers just the way you want it. Sometimes I may chop up some bell peppers in it and give it another flavor. But as long as the ingredients are good, then the food is going to come out good. All right. So is that gonna? Okay. What you want to do? You want to take it to the stove and stir it up until let it cook for a little bit, like you're cooking oatmeal. All right. And you may want to put just a little bit of water in there. All right. And when she comes back with it, let me just tell you this. This is what I use to make my burgers. People say, well, how do you make it? Because in the recipe it says to round it and make the balls. And I've tried that, but they don't always come out the same. So I just kind of use me a little top. And I will put some cooking oil in the top. I put the cooking oil on the cookie sheet, put it in the top, and put the ingredients in here. Put the oat burger in here, and then dump it out.
What kind of cooking oil?
I use just the plain vegetable oil. Now I tried finding some spray, Pam spray or cooking spray, but most of it has the questionable canola oil, and a lot of it has the soy lecithin in it. So I just use the plain vegetable soybean oil. Or you can use the
Coconut?
coconut oil would be good, but it's going to change the flavor of it. Yeah, the olive oil is excellent oil, but olive oil is cold pressed, and you don't want to cook with it. Once you heat a cold pressed olive oil, then it changes the molecular structure, and it's no longer healthy. It may cause some cancer.
So we shouldn't fry with olive oil then?
No. And you know, in ignorance, the Lord winks at your ignorance, because I used to think that, hey, olive oil is the excellent oil, so I do everything with it. No, we have to use it in salad dressings. Sometimes my husband, after he prepares his oatmeal, when it's already cooked, he'll put olive oil on it. Or when we baked Irish potatoes, put the olive oil on it instead of the butter. Okay, so, but olive oil should not be cooked. It should not be heated to high degrees because it changes the structure. Same thing about flax oil. Just the same sort, the same vegetable oil.
Ordinary vegetable oil?
Ordinary Wesson or your cheaper brand vegetable oil. Because all of it says soybean oil.
Or I cannot
What about
too.
grapeseed oil? Grapeseed oil.
Grapeseed oil is supposed to have a higher...
Yeah, the grapeseed, you can use it in a higher heating element. But then when you're thinking about frying, you're thinking about changing the consistency, and you're changing the nutritional value of the foods anyway. So we want to do away with the frying. We want to do this to the
I was thinking
frying.
about putting it on the bottom of that lid to put the patty with the grapeseed oil. Would that be used?
The grapeseed oil you can do,
Okay.
and the soybean oil, the vegetable oil you can do, but not the olive oil. Not the olive oil. Okay? Because we want to keep the olive oil at a cold press state. All right? And that's what I usually do with my burgers. Another good thing about this same recipe for the oat burgers, you can use for sausage. Instead of using tomato sauce, then or tomato puree for the burger, for the sausage, you can put some sage in it. Excellent sausage.
Yes.
Yeah. I have given people some sausage and with homemade biscuits, and it is just excellent. So when we use, and that's one good thing about making things yourself, you can use the same recipe for several different things. Several different
Did I
things.
get you to make sausage yourself?
Yes.
You make it?
Yes. Yes, make the sausages. And what I do, I usually try to make a whole lot of them, like the burgers. I will make a lot of sausage, and I will make the same recipe, and then I'll halfen it before I put the tomato sauce in it. I put one half of the tomato sauce. I'm sorry. I would use like like, you know, you had an old mayonnaise top. Lid, you know, just how large you want your sausage. If you want it small, then get a small top.
Like this. You can use something like that.
Yeah, you can use something like that. Just make just as big as you want or as small as you want.
The mason jar is covered because it comes in the larger size and it comes in a smaller size. And I've done it with a small size. It's the exact size
Right.
and cottage.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. And see, the mason jar. Yeah. The mason jar is excellent because of the fact that it has the ring
Texture.
and when you put the mixture in there, then you can let it out and it comes out easier with the mason jar. Okie dokie. This is what.
And you put it straight in here? I usually put like that plastic wrap in there, put it in there and dump it out.
The plastic wrap?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can do that. You can do that, but to me, it's more messy. And so you shouldn't have to put any more oil in this for a while. So you just fill that up. And you can make it as thick as you want. You can make your burger as thick as you want, or as thin as you want, big as you want, or little as you want. You know, when you go to the what's that place that says double meat patty or quarter pounder or whatever, you can make your own quarter pounder, and then all you have to do is just
The gay Whopper.
okay.
Is that the
It's
sausage?
sticky. That's why it will stick together.
Is that the sausage patty?
Another one.
Is that the sausage or the burger?
No, this is
This is the burger. This is the burger. Now the sausage, you can make it smaller, like a sausage. Okay, and you know, keep in mind these when you're making it for your family, you make it the way you want it. If you want a thick burger, make a thick burger. You know, and I was telling you about the. Okay, now we might need to put a little oil in. I was telling you about the time this lady was making some tamales for me, and she was making it for me and my husband, and she made these little old bitty tamales. That's the way they usually have them in the store, right? And I said, well, look, I will pay you to make those, because she was making. She said that now this recipe is an all day. You have to do this all day. I said, oh no, I'm not gonna work all day just for one thing. So I will pay you to make these for me. And so she made those tamales, and I was looking for, she said, well, I'm going to make about 30 for you. I said, that's good. I can put them in the freezer. She made 30 little bitty ones. I said, it takes 5 of them for me to make one. So why don't you just go and make a big one? So anyway, do it the way you want.
To make 2, we're gonna make a thin one
You
here.
can do that. You can do that. But that's our burgers. That's our burgers. And we're going to be getting ready to eat in a few minutes.
Come to you in praise, standing highly amazed. We worship you, the Father.
Hi, my name is Rosie Taylor, and I am a registered nurse. I'm one of the co-directors, my husband and I are co-directors of the Three Angels Health Ministry in Longview, Texas. And what we do, we help people to make changes in their lifestyle. The Lifestyle Center is not a center to heal you of the diseases, but to teach you how God is going to be healing. And the education is what you need. God is a healer, and we just cooperate with Him in the healing process. So what people do when they come to our clinic is learn how they got sick, how they can get well, and how they can stay well. And in that, then they cooperate with God in the healing. And God tells us that since He's the healer, He's going to do what it takes to heal us. And what we just do is to cooperate with Him. So we invite people to come whenever they have any health issues, diabetes, hypertension, cancer. There's nothing too hard for God. And we work with the 8 laws of health. The 8 doctors. Those doctors would remove any and every disease along with your desire and your decision to make those changes. As we work with the 8 laws of health, then we're working with God. We're cooperating with Him because it's His laws. It's His laws. So we want to invite you to study more on those 8 laws of health. Study to find out what you can do to regain or to prevent disease or regain your health. Once we work from cause to effect, that's the key to health. Because disease is an effort of nature to rid the system of conditions that are brought on by the violation of the laws of health.